All right. And I just want to share a nice little quote out of The Richest Man in Babylon. James got this fine red and white edition. It's kind of like an orange. But anyhow, the quote goes as such. First they looked amused, then they laughed. Lastly, they waved their purses in jest. All right, he continued. Now I shall tell thee the first remedy I learned to cure a lean purse. Do exactly as I have suggested to the egg merchant. For every 10 coins thou placest within thy purse, take out for use but 9. Thy purse will start to fatten at once, and its increasing weight will feel good in thy hand and bring satisfaction to thy soul. Deride not what I say because of its simplicity. Truth is always simple. I told thee I would tell how I built my fortune. This was my beginning. The idea of saving the bread, of the 1/10 of what you earn, that's 10% at a minimum. Well, if we were looking at it from that framework of tithing to yourself, what you're really doing by saving money, because there's definitely phases to it, you have a saving phase and then you have a redisbursement or an activation phase, as I like to call it, where you then deploy that savings that you have or a portion of it so you can begin to activate your capital and have your purse multiply, which is another one of the cures to a lean purse. When you save, what you're actually doing is making an investment in yourself, which may not sound groundbreaking. I hope it doesn't. But it's this idea that you want to be there for yourself in the future. Because how things are now may not be how they are later.
That's almost entirely going to be the case.
Almost certainly. And the difference will be, are you in a better place? Are you in a tougher place?
Yeah, not even worse. That's not even,
Yeah. Ideally, elevation comes with a easier movement through life. I was listening to a really good affirmation video yesterday, and just the way she was describing some of the statements, I'm like, it's a lot of kind of what we're getting at in our affirmation video, but the ability to have ultimate choice over everything you do in life. And it's not a matter of can you, it's which one do I want.
It's optionality.
Optionality, man. And if somebody is always on their last, or they're on the verge of being on their last, you start moving out of necessity and obligation and scarcity, which then aligns you with that frequency, and it becomes far more difficult. See, I'm feeling like Ricardo today because I have not cut my hair. Yeah. But it makes it harder to just be in that state where you are feeling abundantly, truly, and not just fake it till you make it, but you really feel that way, because the difference between having what you need for today and tomorrow and only having what you need for today is massive. Because it always means that you got cushion of worry.
Yeah.
And so when you start at that place and you tithe to yourself, 10% is the absolute bare minimum. In a perfect world, literally an ideal world, you save 90% of your money, because you only need to live off of 10 of it because you got so much coming in relative to your expenditure and how you've structured your life as far as your overhead goes. But I think it's odd, it's not odd, it was designed this way, that based on, when the Spanish came over, los conquistadores, when they got here, and in other countries, and they set up such an infrastructure because they are inextricably linked to the banks as well. If you really take it back and you start looking at the Knights Templar and all this other shit, and it's like, you got to pay gang to be like, hey, all this money we holding from the congregation, we got to put it somewhere. Like, we really got to activate this capital. Hey, call up Medici. Hey, tell them, let's put a deal together. And people will grow up, especially in the South or Bible Belt, feeling this compulsion. They'll give their last to the church, but still be late on their bills. They'll give their last to the friar, al sacerdote, but they don't got enough for the lose, bruh.